congratulations for Koi winning the Kennedy Award, the State Player of the Year. So, Koi, obviously a huge congrats, and just how does it feel for you receiving that award the first time in 20 years for a Martinsburg Bulldog?
Thank you. This is a huge honor to receive the Kennedy Award, and it just shows like all the work that we put in off season, well, I put in, but also shows that the team success like contributes to my personal success as well. So it's really just a huge honor.
Coach, you mentioned it before the show. Been a while since Martinsburg's had somebody win it. What's it like to see, Koi take home this award after such a long wait? And obviously, you guys have had a lot of great players be passed up for that award.
Well, it's so deserving, and he's as good as anybody that we've had play there. So he had an outstanding year. I think it's just a testament to, like he said, the work that he put in. But also, those awards also can be recognized as team awards as well, because nobody wins that award on a bad team. You have to have help to have the success that you had, and our guys really played hard together and came together well.
Koi, you got this award under your belt. Kind of move on to the next stage. The other big thing we can get back to, the in-season award if we want to. If Colin and Nick have more questions about that, but I do want to ask about your offers that you just got from WVU and Marshall. Just what it means to have those offers from the big in-state schools. When in previous years we've seen there have been some players from the in-state schools, even at Martinsburg, who get overlooked by those schools at times. So what's that mean to you?
It means a lot. I'm grateful, and I was really just excited to hear that the two schools are coming from in-state, and I'm just happy it happened.
Kind of just, I guess, tell us a little bit more about that dream of playing at the next level, and now realizing that dream is soon to be a reality for you.
Honestly, it's still hitting me, but been playing football my whole life since I was 5 years old. So to get closer to that next step of playing college football feels great.
And both programs have new head coaches, but both guys obviously familiar with the state. Coach Walker, I guess, just as you try to get these guys those best offers, what are your relationships like with those coaches that are now at Marshall and at WVU?
I've known both those guys for years from their Glenville days, and when Coach Rodriguez was at Glenville, I used to go out and talk ball with him, and I've had guys that played for him at Glenville, and when he was at West Virginia before. Same thing with Tony Gibson at Marshall. He played for Rodriguez at Glenville. They coached together for years and then kind of took separate paths. But I've got a good relationship with both of them. And also Blaine Stewart, who coaches at West Virginia, who's been recruiting this area. Bill Stewart's son. I've known Blaine since he was a little kid. That's one of those deals where the older you get to know a lot of people. So I've been blessed to be around a pretty good while and have relationships with people. But regardless of who I know, the kids get, college coaches don't give scholarships to guys that just because they know their coach. They give college scholarships off based on your film and your transcript. And you have to be strong in both those areas, and Koi definitely is.
Coach,
just to follow up on that, have you had a chance to talk to them about Koi? Or?
Oh, yeah. I talked to them. Both of them called me and told me that they were going to offer. Actually, Blaine called me. I didn't talk to Coach Rodriguez, but both of them called me and told me they were going to offer Koi, and then I relayed the message onto him. And I had contacted Coach Gibson as soon as he got the job because I knew him, and I told him about Koi sending his film, or made him aware of Koi, and he looked at his film. So. Because those guys, hitting the ground, they've got a lot of work to do. So, and with the stage of college football and the way the portal is and the new JUCO rule and stuff, high school guys are getting left behind. So, very grateful that those guys, But once all the dust settles, I think that it'll pick back up. But right now, it's really a tough time to be a high school football player, unless you are a 5-star, as they say.
Koi, your counterpart from the state championship game, Max Anderson, also got an offer from WVU. How cool is that to see another guy from the Eastern Panhandle, a guy that you played against multiple times this year, get that sort of offer? I don't know if you talked to him at all, or if you talked to off the field at all, but just speak to that, to have another guy that you played against and are familiar with getting that offer, that same sort of offer.
Yeah, it was really great to see that Max got this offer because he deserves it. He's been putting the work in, and you see how it showed in the state championship game since they made history. So it's just great to see like anybody around this area get recognition for their hard work and see the hard work pay off.
And I know these two offers, even though they're arguably for some your biggest offers, you have plenty other offers as well. What is it maybe exactly that in your mind you're looking for when you visit numerous colleges, and what you want when you ultimately decide where to go?
Definitely to fit me academically, but as far as like football wise, a school to like develop me as a player and a person for the future and to play on the next level.
What is it academically that you want to do?
I want to major in psychology.
Very cool.
Nice.
He's smarter than all of us here.
Yeah, just to, kind of prove that, I saw the Brown offer on there as well. So just how have the, academic side of things, does that lead into anything with the Kennedy as well? I would presume they want somebody that, does both on the field and in the classroom. Have you seen that related, with the award?
No, I haven't seen anything.
Okay, I wasn't sure, but
it'd be cool if it did.
If there was a scholarship attached to it or something.
Well, they do have a scholarship attached to it, but it normally does not go to the winner of the award.
Okay.
Now, what the Kennedy Foundation gives a scholarship. I don't know if it's based on a financial need or what the requirements are, but there is a scholarship attached to it. But I don't think it goes to the winner. I think it goes to someone else that the committee selects.
Coach Walker, how do you feel when you see these guys get these big offers? If a Division I school or just any school in general, when a university comes along and says, "Hey, the guy that you coached, that you've seen grown throughout your years, we want to see him, have him on our team at the next level as well."
Well, I'm happy to see any of our guys go to the next level, whether it's Division I, II, or III. Because it's just a small percentage of anyone gets an opportunity to play at the next level. And I don't think guys, and I know these guys don't realize it, but they'll find out here within the year how difficult it is, regardless of the level, the amount of time that they put in. Your day is every minute of your day is accounted for when you're a college athlete, and it's going to be a grind. But I think these guys are built for it. But I'm proud of all of our guys that go on and continue to try to better themselves, and that's one of the things we want to see our guys do. We want to see them to be successful. I want to see them both go play, but more importantly, I want to see them be good people, whether they play or not. I want to see them get an education and be successful. That's what matters to me.
Shoot, my question for you as well, Coach Walker, and if you don't have the answer right away, that's fine as well. I know yesterday there was supposed to be a celebration for the team at the cafeteria. It's going to be Tuesday now. That was
Tuesday at 6:30.
Question that I was going to have. So
Tuesday,
thank you
6:30.
for clearing that up. For those tuned in, obviously stop by the Martinsburg High School cafeteria Tuesday at 6:30 to honor the team and celebrate the 11th state championship. So,
Yep.
Anything else, Nick? If not, we'll switch Koi out and get Ace in here.
I guess just like one final question as you, Koi, finish up your time at Martinsburg and you look back on your career and this award and everything, just what do you hope for the future of the program and how you, made an impact on it? What does that mean to you, the impact that you had?
It means a lot, and I just hope for us to continue playing as a team and to foster the community that we have and use it and appreciate what we have while we're here, because the time goes by so quick.
From the beginning of the season, and couldn't thank my teammates and coaches.
Just for you, obviously great season for you. What do you take away from the season in terms of the defensive performance and the awards?
It feels great.
Does feel great, right?
Yeah.
So obviously you at linebacker, you're playing in front of a defensive line that, opens up things for you. It's a lot easier on the linebacker. If the defensive line's playing great, it's a lot easier on just every level of the defense. Works in synergy with the other guys. The defensive backs can play a lot better if they're getting pressure up front. What does it mean to just be playing alongside so many great, players around you that make your job easier?
It feels great, especially with the D-line. If they do their job, it makes our job way easier. Same with our outside linebacker, having Koi at safety. Our DNs were great. It just feels great to have everybody do their job, and it makes everyone's job easy on defense.
One thing that you also won, and forgot to talk a little bit to Koi about it as well, because you both received this honor, offensive and defensively, respectively. First team in 4A All-State, you were both named captains. Koi, obviously, the offense, you of the defense, and all season long, both of you were captains of the team heading out. Just what does, I guess, that label and being a captain mean to you?
Just making sure everyone knows what they're doing when it comes to game time. But our defense really already did their job, so it was really easy. Just make sure everyone's up, hype, their head's not low, and just doing their job and ready to just eat on defense.
I guess a quick follow-up, just to have you kind of piggyback off that, Coach Walker.
Well, first of all, Coach Hash does an amazing job with us defensively. He's very demanding. He's tough on these guys, and they respond to him, and he's very, very meticulous about everything that he does on that side of the ball. So then, Ace and the other guys, and Nick and Koi and Braden, those guys, they followed it, to a T. And I think the thing that sets Ace apart from a lot of players is he's not the biggest at that position, but he's very physical, and he really he's a dog. He gets after it, and I thought his physical play and his speed and the way he closed on people really made a difference this year. Last year he had a decent year, but he had some injury. He was banged up here and there, and he was in a rotating. And then this year he flipped the switch, and he was he took his game to a whole new level, and he showed on the field.
Coach, obviously you guys have had good defensive players in the past that have made big impacts, but to see both the defense and the offense getting big recognition this year, what does that mean to you?
I don't think it's ever happened. I don't think we've never had the offense and defensive captain, and we've never had guys win the Huff and the Kennedy obviously at the same time. So that either says that we were really, really good, or everybody else was really, really bad, or maybe a combination. But these guys really they played hard, and that's the thing I would take away every week after watching the game and being with them. Just the amount of effort that they put in, their attitude and effort. That's something that was my big rallying cry this year, was attitude and effort, and it was second to none. And these guys were examples of that. They just went full speed and played very, very hard, and the effort was amazing all year long.
Ace, what do you think really helped you, like Coach Walker say, flip that switch from going from junior year to senior year? What did you sort of focus on in terms of your preparation coming into your last season? If it was more of the mental side, the film, or the getting in the weight room, or what do you think was really what your focus was in terms of getting better as a senior?
Well, I learned a lot. What I had to change from what I was doing last year, like watching film, hit the gym, just making sure that I do what I have to do because it's my senior year, and just ball out because it's my senior year. I can't get nothing back, so I just went out there and did what I had to do. And I'm very thankful for the teammates that I had on defense because it made it really easy.
We just talked with Koi about offers and the future. What's ahead for you as well?
I'm not sure yet. I just took a visit yesterday. I have a couple visits coming up soon.
What are, I guess, some of the offers that you have so far?
I went to Fairmont yesterday, and then the 17th and 18th I go to West Virginia State, and then Charleston on the 16th. And I got Willing as an offer, but I have to go on a visit there first.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nick.
I didn't have anything there.
Oh, okay. Well, I can ask you, Ace, kind of the same sort of question that Colin asked Koi when it comes to when you are considering your college that you go to. What are the sort of things that you're looking at? Whether it's what you want to major in and on the football side as well.
Really, just go there for a good education and get somewhere where that it'll be best for me to make me the best football player. And get some playing time as a football player and just enjoy college and get an education with it.
Do you have a major in mind already?
Criminal justice.
Nice.
We didn't get to talk to you either, Ace, I guess, after the state championship. Just tell us, I guess, about your emotion and how much it meant to win states against Spring Mills.
It was great. It was definitely a big game. I think that's the best way you could go out on your senior year is win the state championship with all your brothers and coaches. It's definitely a great feeling to do that.
I guess just moving forward, similar question that I asked Koi, as you leave this Martinsburg, just what were some of your, I guess, things that you wanted to leave behind and with the guys coming up, and what do you hope that your legacy will be?
I'm glad I left something back in Martinsburg, and I'm sure there's next year and the years above it's going to be great too. There's a bunch of young kids, but they played this year and they're going to be pretty good with our coaching staff and everything like that. So I'm glad I left that goal there that I made and move forward.
Coach, when you have players coming in and the season's coming, what would you say to other players who say, if you want to be like Ace Flores and like Koi Fagan and be able to be as good as they were, what do they need to do? Like if you want to, Koi and Ace did this thing like this, so if you want to be like them, that's what you got to do.
You got to put in the work. There's no way around that. You can't take plays off. You got to practice well. I like. If Koi didn't have very many bad practices, or Ace didn't have very many bad practices, but if your quarterback has a bad practice, the whole practice is awful. All right, or when you're practicing defense and you guys aren't lining up right, or you're missing tackle, it's just the thing is just shot. It just doesn't have a good feel to it. But before you even get to that, you've got to put in time in the weight room. You got to put in time in the classroom. You've got to make sure you're a good person. You got to be somebody that we want to be around. We want around us. And but I think that the work that they put in the weight rooms, obviously, look at me, both are chiseled. I wish I looked like these guys. But there's no way around that. I mean, guys will get by on just athletic ability through the middle school. But when you get up to high school, if you don't work, everybody will catch you or they'll pass you. And I think these guys are two good examples that you have to put the work in.
And just to, I guess, piggyback off that answer for you, Ace, what is that motivation within yourself to make you the best that you can be, that you've been able to discover?
From just putting in so much hard work in the past season, I had to make something worth out of it. And really mentality is just change your mentality whenever you step on the field and just go out there and ball out and be a dog.